green.
Oh, but Koa holds it around the outside, and he gets a way better
take it.
Pushing hard, already 3 wide into turn 1.
A little bit, and a group of Astons just piling up on him, trying to hold everybody off. Push him wide a little bit. Oh, but you can't make it stick.
Boonstra is able to hold the inside.
Got a little overlap, but he can't do it.
Ooh, and he just caught it.
Mr. Sir and King are banging doors.
Oh, shoot.
And we're off and away for SRA.
Hello, guys, and welcome to Race 2, Season 6 here at SRA. Today, we're racing at Misano in the sunset. Right now, we have these silver qualifiers going out on their outlaps, getting ready to put down that time that'll get them on the leaderboard and hopefully propel them at a shot to win this race in this very prestigious league, very prestigious division. This is Division 1, by the way, guys. All these drivers, super fantastic, super fast. So we're going to see how this goes. Last week was pretty crazy. So I don't know. It was a little messy. Sometimes it happens first race of the season, guys. Guys get a little squirrely, start jumping the gun a little bit. But this race, hopefully people are going to calm it down a little bit. We're going to see some really good racing. I know, either way. Misano, though, very interesting track. Lots of off tracks are to be expected here. So hopefully these drivers, as they go around and start their real lap here for qualifying, are going to be able to get down some good times without invalidating. But speaking of the leaderboards, Jess, you want to walk us through what's going on with that so far? Team standings, I would like to see my personal favorite here, Nate Specht and Matt Lehman at Champion Motorsports Vantage Point in the AMR V8 Vantage. They're in 7th place right now. Last race, they didn't get the world's best luck, but this race, they've prepared, they've practiced. I know that they're really fast, so I'm hoping to see some good things out of those folks. They're going to be mad consistent, top 10 for the rest of the season, so I'm hoping to see them jump up a little bit. Gunpowder Racing with only Caleb Yarrington. Gunpowder Racing minus his teammate, only Caleb Yarrington. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets a teammate later on in the season. Same thing with Blind Hen, only Brooker Quigg on our standings so far. Interesting.
Yeah, I completely agree. Being up at 85 and already having 6 positions ahead of the next closest driver, even after only one race. I mean, it's a great foot to start on.
Definitely a very fast driver. We've seen great things from him in previous seasons, and I know that we will see good things from him this season. Some other people that stand out to me here on the leaderboard. The fact that we don't have a whole ton of the aliens in the top 5 here. We only have one, Ryan Gee. Our next closest is in 7th, Jeff Spangler, and 8th, Michael Menning. So I know as the season shapes up here and this starts to average out a little bit, we're going to see those aliens shoot up to the top.
Jess, it's only capturing Paul, his voice.
You know, guys, the only voice you need to hear is mine. You don't
Can you hear me
need
now?
anything else.
Perfect. I see my OBS monitor change. Well, that's silly. Hi, everybody. What was I saying earlier? Just that Ryan E's killing it. Yeah, y'all all responded to everything I said, so I think the audience got it. But yeah, so we got our silver drivers already killing it. Coadromo putting out a 133 flat already. Oof. Insane. Porca Ferme. 133 flat. That's not even the best one yet. That's just the one he beat his banker, right?
Yep. And our next person in line here is Fazli.
He's somebody I was going to say,
off.
somebody to keep an eye on, because his lap times for the hot lap, I think, jumped out for me for silver. And clearly he's showing it. Wasn't a fluke. He's just under half a second behind Koa. I'm sure he's going to find more time to pull out of here.
Fazli's one of those drivers here at SRA that's just mad consistent. He's a really good driver. I really respect him. But he had a pretty bum race last week. And I believe on the last race of the season, both of those were not great. A bunch of different issues happening, incidents and whatnot. So hopefully Fazli can set down a really good qualifier and get a good foot ahead this race.
Completely agree. Out of drivers who have shown a lot of ability to compete at the top end, Fazli is a driver who hasn't been up on the winning side enough. So it'd be nice to see him bring it together.
Marlo just
like
sneaks
this.
up to P4 with an improvement of about half a second. Very nice lap. Here comes Victor Diaz, improving a second and a half off his banker. Good for P15.
Already seen a trend similar to last week. 17 drivers within 1 second, and we're still in banker lap territory.
I think that gap or that group might narrow soon because well, you know, not everybody was there. Never mind. I was using bad data.
Fazli up a 10th on his time. Into the last couple turns here, can he hold it? And he will. He'll be almost a 10th and a half up. Move him into first place with a 132.9. Wow, really fast.
Nick Sand gaining 2 tenths, bringing him up to P4.
You know, when we all started practicing for this race, I went out and did a few laps, and obviously it's pretty cold out there. I mean, it's, I believe, about 16 degrees during qualifying right now. But I was in and around the 35s, kind of concerning for the pace. Looked and saw that, you know, that was around my PB. Worked it to wherever we worked it. These guys going 34s, 33s, now even 32s at the silvers. And I'm looking at some of the upper end esports people putting guides online, and I'm seeing mid to low 33s. Like, what's gonna come out of this gold field tonight?
Aliens, that's what. Alien civilizations are gonna witness the pure speed on display tonight and reach out.
A few members in the chat asking for the game volume to be lowered a little bit.
The game volume to be lowered, you got it. How's that? Turn down this too. Oh, I know that's why it was so loud. That should be a lot better.
Like I said, folks, this is a very prestigious division. You know, SRA is one of the premier leagues in North America, so we attract a lot of the best drivers around, and we get some of the best performances around. So very exciting to see what's going to come out of that. Fazli and Koa pulling yellow flags. Fazli also improving to 132.7. Lightning quick. Koa Dromo is 3/10 behind, or 2.5 tenths behind. Riley is another 10th behind Dromo. And so these top 5 here, or these top 4, are really setting the pace for the field. And I think that these times are going to hold up very well when the golds come in. Speaking of the golds are just now going out as these folks finish up their laps. Only a couple people left on valid laps here to show. One of them,
Peter
being
O'Brien.
O'Brien, who just
snagging provisional
improved to a
P2.
P2. Yes. With a 132.98. Very fast indeed. Chris Brown going up and down on his time. Actually, he just finished his lap. And that's it for the silver division. So the gold division is out now. This is the fastest of the fast of SRA. The absolute top echelon here. We're going to see some really crazy laps getting set down here very shortly. And this is
Maybe
the space to
even
watch.
32s. In fact, very likely we're going to see high 32s out of this bunch. It's about to get real fast.
I'm interested to see how many, if any, drivers are going to beat Fosli's 32.7.
Not a lot of them, because he's definitely overperforming there.
Just a little bit. What's your bet? I'm going to say 2.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't even
say-
realize he
I'm gonna
already
say
cracked the
5.
lid on 32s. Yeah, 32.5 is reasonable, I think.
Any faster than that, we might have to actually start considering that alien division.
But Ryan Yee's PB is a 32.48, so, and that's for a hot lap, not a hot stint. So
Don't even get me started on those hot stint times. There's some scary ones over there too.
Travis Robinson on his real lap here. Looking good so far.
I think the hardest part about this track is the constant demand to use all of it.
oh yeah,
Having to go as wide as possible, get over as much curbs.
and how scary it can be to do that in Sector 3.
Sector 3 and, in my opinion, Sector 1, just trying to balance the car over those sausages. It's either perfect or death.
I know I was personally playing with the setup quite a bit here this week, trying to find a good balance between stability over curbs and cornering speed and all that stuff. Is definitely difficult, but yeah, you really got to use all of the curves here. All the track must be used. Very short little track, as we can see, but mighty for sure.
I'm at least blessed with the Porsche that, with the Go setup, rides those curves really easily. And Ryan Yee, for his banker, is only good for P10. Got to pull out half a second. I'm sure he can do that. Easy.
Man, the day I can do a 33.2 here as a banker,
I'd be
I
a
would
very
love
happy
my
man.
life.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Diego putting in a 33.1 as a banker here. Looking really good out there.
Nicholas Alvarado, one of the challengers that have approached, he's really quick around here too. I think he's going to be in the running. I'm not sure if he'll be P1, but I think if anybody's going to take it off Ryan Yee, it's probably going to be him.
I want to let the cards play out on the table before I make any assumptions. Don't want to place any long-standing commentators' curses on people's chances here, but
Oh, consider it.
when Matt Lehman was at the top and we saw Ryan Yee come in and bring the fight to the top of the field, it was a great show. So if what you're presuming is true, I look forward to watching this race.
And he, speaking of the devil, is up 5/10 up on his time at the moment. Alvarado just invalidated before going across the line. But Matt Lehman's on par for a 32.7.
And Diego
And
takes
he's
provisional
32.7. There you
P3.
go.
And just immediately knocked down to P. He was P2, knocked down to P3 by E. He's warming up. He's only 100th behind Fosley.
Matt Lehman coming towards the end of his lap. He's shaving down a 10th. Going up, going down. He's getting a little bit better here. 10th and a half. Can move him up a couple positions here. From 6th into 4th. Not too bad. A 32.9. And the G still hanging out at the top. It's gotta feel good.
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
feel good.
I'll be swaggering around the pit lane right now.
But I wouldn't be enjoying it too much. Just watching the timer here. Ryan Yee's up almost 3/10. He's chasing down that P.
Speaking of big, Travis Nordstrom is on par for a 32.7.
6/10 delta and climbing.
Yep.
It's more than enough if he just brings it home. Oh, and he's slipping away. Little
Even
rough.
Still, it's going to be a really fast lap.
Yeah,
here.
huge lap. Oh, and he's found it. He found it a whole 10th right there.
Oh, another 10th.
Oh, not
Ooh,
quite.
Dropping down
Half
just a
10th.
little bit. But that's going to move him all the way up to first.
Outstanding lap. 32.7.
32.717. Yep. And Alvarado also improves while we weren't looking with the 32.7, sitting in third. Fasley still chilling in second, though.
Oh, but Alvarado's invalidated this lap already, so very early on. So time's running out. This lap he can't improve.
As I was talking about before, this track really easy to get some invalidations here. So where it might be a bit of a common theme here. We did this track in the wet, and last stream featured a drive-through counter on-screen interactive drive-through counter that was in the wet, and I'm hoping that these D1 folks can keep it on track here. Ryan Yee up a 10th, only 30 seconds or 20 seconds left in his lap here. On board with him now, almost up 2/10. It's going to be huge. It's going to put him in first handedly. If he can hold it, just slipping away from him though. Run. He's going to find it. He's going to lose it. It's not going to quite be enough. It's going to move him up another position into fourth though. Very respectable.
Dominic Duran on the hunt, 2.5 tenths up right now. Planny looking good tonight. 3 tenths up. Oh, not quite. He lost it. Oh, still a big improvement though. Just got to bring it home. One more corner. From P11 to P7. Nice. And this grid is getting tighter and tighter now. It's 1 second between P1 and P30. What the hell?
Oh. Just taking a look at Ryan Walker there, who unfortunately is going back to pits. He was up 3/10 up on his time, but won't be able to complete that last lap. Robinson up a 10th and a half, instantly dropping it down to almost nothing. No commentator's curse there. Matt Lehman was up 2/10 and now he's down. I'm just gonna stop clicking.
Alvarado invalidates and makes use of the time practicing his pit entry. Pretty wise.
Danny Durant's currently up.
Ooh,
to,
nearly losing it
2.5
there.
tenths.
Rear end
Little
kicking
bit.
out.
That corner is brutal.
He was improving hugely, and now he's sinking. Good
Picks
for a
up
tenth
bit
or
of
two,
time in
though.
the last corner there. That's got to be gut-wrenching
Yeah, that bites.
to know he had a couple extra tenths to go in this tight of field. That could have been 10th maybe. And I say that because
So
I didn't look at his time.
that
14th.
is the end of the qualifying session. Other than these last couple folks getting their lucky dog laps finished up, that is Patrick Rust, and who's on the picture-in-picture, Travis Robinson, who seems to be going up, going down on his time a little bit. He might be able to find some time here in the last couple seconds of his lap. Still on par with what he set before. Might find a 10th here. Maybe not.
And they're all down. Yeah, no improvement to be made here.
Yep. Rip. Patrick Rust also down a 10th.
I think he's just looking to give that GTR a little bit of extra airtime.
Somebody's got to do it.
It's a beautiful car, and like you said, somebody's got to do it.
I'll give him the driver cam. See that beautiful helmet?
Oh, and he's looking real strong in the last corner. Oh, if only he had nailed the lap prior, he would have gained a 10th right there. Would have been good for like 4 spots.
I see DC Storm saying Fosley's going to become the ultra-wide Mercedes. Or wide-body Merc. Defend like a lion. But do you think he'll go offensive and try and go for the overall win?
You know, I don't necessarily think Fazley needs to defend here. He has the experience. He has the skill. He's got the pace. You know, obviously this is a very difficult track, but if he can keep 4 wheels or 2 wheels on the tarmac, I think he'll be doing really good. I'm going to predict a top 5 finish out of Fazley here tonight.
That's pretty bold, but I wouldn't bet against it, honestly. I think he's going to kill it.
Yeah, I completely agree on the top 5, and I think that's being light as well. Assuming that what we're seeing on the timing sheet there, that high ping out of him is not going to affect his race, he should have that top 5 pretty locked. Mike, I think the real wager is going to be how long do Ryan Yee and Nick Alvarado stay behind him?
Let's get a little bit of a track walk here so we can take a look at these wonderful homemade liveries. As always, here at SRA, we take great pride in making our liveries, a lot of them by hand, and some beautiful ones this season. Let us know in the chat if you have any favorites or if you have any ones that you want to take a little special look at while we're on our outlap here. Watching these drivers get their setups down. Sunset here at Misano.
What is this? I don't think did we see this before?
Oh, what?
I remember seeing it in the livery reveal.
That was the first time I
Gives
noticed.
me very
Wow.
Need for Speed vibes. I love it.
Look at it. I love it.
Stellar.
Those engines are coming to life. We're going to start soon.
DC Storm brings up a great point. Ad read time.
Oh,
I don't have my notes.
Uh-oh.
Boys.
Josh? Anyone? Volunteers.
I don't have my notes.
Oh my gosh. These drivers are prepared, but your stream hosts are not.
I'm just a cameraman.
Exactly. Travis Nordstrom, speaking of liveries, that plain white Porsche, simplistic, but also a very sharp looking car.
I like it, yeah. Little accents, red and blue.
Hmm. You know, there's been a big spawn of the like split livery styles, but
Yeah, the two-tone.
yeah, the simple stuff hits really well.
So, Astolfo, I believe it's Astolfo in the chat there, is requesting that we watch some of Diego on the outlap here.
We can do that.
I will make sure that he's covered here in the picture for our good friend Astolfo.
And Colin has also requested that we throw Victor Diaz on the other camera.
Al gets
I don't
in
know
pretty
how that
soon.
works.
Here we go.
We've got a few people repping Bendy Brew in the chat. Everybody loves the small company.
I'm looking for my notes and I want to be in the wrong area. Goodness.
Bit of a bold take from Short and Saucy. I'm not familiar with names. Ryan Yee is officially washed.
Whoa!
Man.
Whoa,
Very
whoa,
bold
whoa.
take indeed.
Bold claims, big words, fighting words.
Yeah, them's do be fighting words.
While we're on our outlap here, I'd like to take a quick shout out to Armamentario Software. These folks make an awesome HUD for ACC. It's how it should have been designed. As you may know, ACC is missing a lot of and very important HUD elements and customization. So if you're interested in adding that to your game, then be sure to check them out. Track Racer sim rigs. I have one myself. Very high quality aluminum sim rigs. Highly recommended. And Go Setups, the official setup partner of SRA. They make some fantastic setups. If you're using one of those and you're still slow, it is most certainly a skill issue.
It really, really is. I tried the Go setup for the Porsche around here the other day, and the car feels great. Go setups rule.
We are going to watch from Diego's perspective on the start here. In the picture-in-picture. And we are off and away for SRA Race 2, Season 6 here at Misano in the Sunset. 11 degrees Celsius. These drivers are going into the first turn here. No riffraff quite yet. Everyone seems to be going around nice and clean 2x2.
We got chaos.
Uh-oh. I'll try to cover it in the rear. Oh, we have Neville and Nixon around. Also, Lehman. Very unfortunate for Lehman. He was in 8th, I believe, starting out. And he's having some trouble getting back onto the track. I'm going to actually do a replay of this while Jess covers the main up there.
Field did a pretty good job of getting around that, even though that was a
A
pretty
very
awkward
good job.
spot.
There were a couple cars, I think two, really quickly after it happened that were stopped and perpendicular with the track.
More carnage.
Uh-oh.
We have a yellow flag from Evan Kim. Yellow flag from Nate Specht. Man, not good.
And a drive-through already for Travis Robinson.
That's correct. He caught that off the start. I didn't catch the number, but one of the NSXs had gone deep into turn number 4. And I believe that's what caused those yellow flags. But
Gareth
all the
Sykes
cars seemed to
nearly
get it
going
okay.
off. Let me catch a replay of this. Looks like he came out in a little hot.
And I will say Matt Lehman is no longer with us.
Rest in peace.
Already?
Yep.
Damn.
Very unfortunate.
Trav Robinson already in the pits to serve his drive-through. And Gareth Sykes is happy to be alive right now, I can tell you that much.
So, gentlemen, something I'm not too sure about tonight is it a 10-minute window or a 40-minute window?
Good question. I didn't ask. I hope it's 40.
I believe it's a 40.
It's definitely by
Judging
popular
by the
demand.
practice race.
Oh yeah, the practice race was set up like that. Yeah.
Landshark has said 40. So on that note, that's a real shame that Matt Lehman decided to leave. He must not have been able to steer that car.
Yeah, he would. I'm sure he
Yeah.
wouldn't give up easy.
Gasly's still hanging on to that third position here.
And it doesn't look like he's fighting it off too hard either. If anything, he's charging forwards. Well, as they look to go side by side, two cars don't go through there.
Gasly gets a little squirrely.
We're fighting for the lead now between Trav and Diego. And so are Fosley and Nick. Oh, it's popping off. Ryan E doesn't really have anywhere to go. Drives in the back of Fosley. They both keep it together though.
Looks like someone lost a bunch of positions here. Might have been Walker.
Fasley goes wide at turn 1. He's going to lose 2-3 positions there.
And he's still under attack. More Porsches. Oh, he wants to cover it off, but the Porsche's already there. And he gets out of the way. And now here comes another Porsche in the mix. Duran's going to join O'Brien to 1-2 tag team him.
The amount of space you can gain from a difference in line in Sector 1. Just the Porsches coming under fire from each other. Let Fosley just open that right back up again, as if the pressure never existed.
Spangler putting in the fastest lap so far.
Nixon
Couple
getting around
position
Kim.
changes
Yeah,
here.
around P33. It's getting all in the mix.
Specht also losing position to Walker. Specht, you can see he's got some decent damage on both sides of the vehicle and maybe even the rear. So that's really going to affect his aero.
And as much as these cars don't have too much aero, the balance is super important on this track.
Oh, Ryan Walker looking up the inside of Kim. And that'll do it. Still got quite a packed grid up the top 10. 7 seconds to the leader.
Yeah, the track map still kind of looks like a formation lap to me.
Yeah, it looks like a pearl necklace.
That's what we like to see with these new splits. And I thought it was going to be a bit of a blip with the first race, everything being so quiet, so tight. But it's good to see that it wasn't.
Romo and Bacchini going side by side here before the back straight. Onto the back straight there, still side by side here. Dromo's at a bit of a disadvantage here with the Porsche, but he had a bit of a better exit. Camera doesn't really know where to look. He's also has Sykes real close on his rear bumper. Dromo wisely backs out just a little bit here for that heavy braking zone.
Neville and Nixon trading spots. Both teammates, of course.
Take a look at Michael Menning, who's getting a little frosty here behind Jeffries. Maybe a little too frosty as he bites some grass there, losing that gain time. Romo once again bringing it up real close to Vicini here.
Dom Duran just taking a look through Fasley's trunk while he thinks about how he wants to go for an overtake.
And he tries around the outside. Not quite working yet. Puts himself under more pressure of the Porsche. Peter O'Brien.
I think Fosley's trying to use Duran as a little bit of a buffer. I mean, he's the last gold driver before he comes under championship attack from the Silverks behind, and those drivers have had quite a pace to start this race off.
Oh, we got things shaking up. Menning gets around Jeffries and Brown gets around Mercer around P26. I think they're still side by side, Mercer and Brown. And these drivers look like synchronized swimmers taking that last corner.
It's artwork.
Romo and Vicini have been battling it out for the last couple laps here. Really good. Vicini's been really good about covering off his lines, but this battle here has definitely cost them some time to the back ahead. Vicini going a little bit wide there, but Dromo, luckily for Vicini, catching some of the curb, going off track there. Maybe tactical, maybe not. But man, Vicini is just really putting on the defense here. Just as I was about to say, things are calming down. This little pack right here is bunched up quite a bit. We got side by side Nixon and Neville again. No, McCrode, excuse me. And Neville's doing a slow charge all through the midfield right now if he keeps it up. All right, now somebody make a move. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting with bated breath here with this Vicini and Dromo battle for something to happen here. Speaking of things happening, oh my goodness, we have O'Brien, Duran, and Fazley scrapping it out here. Wow, and now we have a 4 in a row here. Fazley, O'Brien, Duran, Riley, and Marlowe not too far behind. We have a great little pack that's developed here. But man, look at that line.
Yeah, all in different cars, so they're all going to be better in different spots. They're all going to be under threat from each other in different spots. This might be a powder keg.
I think he may need to change his name to Fernando Majid after tonight. Just building a little bit of a train up behind him, a little conga line. How long can they hold the dance, though?
Fazley still holding on to that 6th place. These drivers are they're anxious to get by.
DC Storm wants a Nick Sand top 10, and he's only got 2 more positions to go.
Yeah, it's within the realm of possibility. Just got to push.
Long race here, folks, though. 48 minutes left to go. Pit window will be opening very shortly.
Did you guys notice any dominant strategies throughout the practice race? I saw a lot of people opting for earlier pit stops.
I have no clue.
I believe it's the old classic, if you're in front, pit early. If you're in the back... Wait, I'm sorry. Other way around. Man, a little dyslexic going on. If you're in the front, pit late. Back, pit early.
Ian McCrode's going to have to pit early. He's got a drive-through. I didn't catch that. Oh, and we got a parking lot.
Oh, no.
We got Neville and Brown. Looks like they must have spun each other around.
Very
Let's see what
awkward
happens.
place to be stopped.
We're looking at Neville right here. He sends up the inside. Oh, and it was a dive bomb, and then he gets spun around himself. Ouch.
A very hard corner to make an overtake when you have overlap. even harder to try and make the overlap happen.
Duran's going to be losing his position here from Riley. And Riley just took it here. And barely any mistakes were made. He just went like slightly too wide, and Riley was there just to snap up that position. Duran's also under immediate fire from Marlowe behind.
DC Storm brings up a great point in the chat. If it was 40-minute pit window, it would have opened already. So I guess this week it is A10.
That's true.
Man.
Or is
We're learning along the way.
Look, okay.
We're all in this together, okay? You know,
Yeah,
we
it's
all
teamwork.
watched High School Musical when we grew up.
And
And
Diego
here for our guest role,
P1.
Zac Efron.
But yeah, this fight for P1 has been a four-way battle for multiple laps now, and it's kicking off. Diego just took it off of Travis. Now Travis is under threat from Nick. And Nick tries around the outside. Doesn't work for Nick. Now Ryan is all over Nick. It is popping off. 1.5 second tip to tail.
Brian's given Fazley a lot of pressure here as they're on the back straight. This conga line is still going.
Oh, and he snaps. Oh,
Oh no.
it's like a bit of deadly snap oversteer. What happened here? Let's see it from his perspective.
For any Ferrari fans out there, we don't mean to induce any PTSD from France, but
Oh, he turned too hard, too fast.
absolute shame. I've been seeing a lot of Hondas do that there this week.
But he's still alive. He's P7. He's still in this race.
Yeah, it's slotted right into this train that I've been watching here in the picture-in-picture. Right behind O'Brien, who's fighting to get Fazley out of his way. Porsche tried to sneak in him on this difficult chicane here. Couldn't quite get his nose in. As we see Duran catching those big sausage curbs on the outside of that corner.
Nate Specht into the pits.
Probably fixing that damage. I saw that rear diffuser damage and knew that it was going to be difficult. In the back, while I continue to cover this, Griffith and Menning and Smith seem to have a little scrap going.
Oh, Lehman is back on track. And had to drive through, and now he's gone.
Oh.
Didn't go
Maybe
according
having
to plan.
issues as I see someone else having issues. There was a Porsche that was taking a ride there. I believe that was O'Brien. Who just lost a couple positions here.
Yes, it was.
From 6th to 8th. While I was trying to find Matt here on the scoreboard. This pack is still very tight here. That's Fazley with Ryan Yee behind. James Riley, O'Brien, Duran, Marlowe, San, Good, Durance. Wow.
Brooker Quigg getting around Griffith. Oh, Griffith is back on the attack. Oh, and Quigg seals the deal.
It's not going to go lightly.
Look at Jeffries here on the inside of this Porsche. Battling for 26th as he takes the position from Jeremy Mercer.
Oh,
Jeremy's
Mercer's
gonna
not
come
done,
right
though.
back up the inside.
Yep. Fazzy's not going to quite be able to cross him out here. Maybe he'll get him on the straight.
Turn 10's a very appetizing place to go for overtakes. just kind of draws you away from the corner, and if you're close, it just kind of pushes you to go for the inside.
Great little battle there, but I'm also tempted to head back over to Ryan Yee and Fazley.
Menning and Smith just trading spots again.
Ryan Yee with our fastest lap of the race so far, taking a crack at Fazley, who's been an immovable wall in the middle half of this race here. Ryan Yee may even be pushing Fazley to get better and better laps. He has set his personal best last lap.
Jeff Spangler nearly into the back of Trav there, looked like, from my perspective. Looks like they take drastically different lines through there. And Ryan Yee is really about to push Fazley through.
Fazley had a great lap going there, other than getting a little squirrely on that last corner. Covering off the inside of T1 here. And just not a lot Ryan can do. Having to feather the throttle, stay out the back of him. He had a much better drive through there by not having to cover off that corner so tight.
Have you noticed the track map? Have you ever seen a race this like 20 minutes in and still have such well-defined groups? Like, people can't get around each other here.
I'm relegated to the blank screen for the picture-in-picture.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 solid
Little
groups,
groups.
and then like 4 outlier drivers. And yeah, really nobody can get around each other. Nobody swapped places in a while except Chris Steffick because he just went into the pits.
And these drivers are grouping back up behind Fazley again.
It's an interesting choice for Steffick to come into the pits. There's not too long until that window's going to open. Or did he have a drive-through that I'm not seeing because
I didn't see it.
Race control doesn't give me that info.
But it's got to be only a matter of time before Ryan Yee starts picking his way through this field again, because he's already set the session best lap time. He's just got to get around Fazley, whether that be a pit timing or what have you. Hopefully he takes off like a rocket ship soon.
Yeah, the longer he stays behind Fazley.
We got some chaos. We got a yellow flag and 2 people trading spots. So Sparks getting around cleansing because he went to the barrier. And a little bit behind, Griffith got around Quig. Let's see what happened to cleansing. Sorry, let's do... Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, and just oversteer on that left-hander. A little too much speed. Looks like he can drive this car in a straight line. That could have been way worse. And at least the pit window's coming up.
Yeah, gonna be able to add the damage repair onto the bill.
Ooh, as Yee goes wide, Riley sticks his nose in. He's still going to have the inside here for this corner. Not a lot that Riley can do, but this is going to allow Fazley some breathing room as the Porsche goes up the inside of Riley, pushing him out just a little bit. O'Brien and Duran also taking advantage of the chaos here. Now almost side by side with O'Brien, just a little bit back. These drivers are going to go single file again here through T1. None of them had quite sufficient overlap to, stick their line. But, man, these guys are just itching. This group has really packed up tight behind Fazley here, spreading out a little bit again after the commotion. Fazley still holding it down.
Brooker Quigg's doing the same thing for the train behind. He just took that leading spot off of Griffith. Owen Griffith sends it up the inside. And he gets followed by the NSX of Walker. But Walker can't hang it around the outside again. Oh, but Godzilla goes off track. It keeps the tires happy.
Coach Jeffrey's behind there, taking an exploratory route around the sausage curbs in that corner. Kind of have to when you go wide.
The lengths that he goes to test every line possible for you guys is huge. So big shout out to him.
That's why he's the coach.
Travis Nordstrom. Oh, never mind. He's heading in for the pits.
Another person jumping in a little bit early.
Why is the... Yeah.
Is there something we're missing? I feel like we're missing something.
Maybe?
The pit window must
Travis
be
has a
open.
drive-through.
Okay.
Travis has a drive-through. Ouch. Okay.
That would make sense. Now, the driver who came in earlier, I didn't notice that they had a drive-through, but I heard some people thinking about splitting fuel, and I wonder if they miscalculated.
Quite possible. Ryan Yee's getting real squirrely here on Fazley. Fazley's trying his best to cover this inside line while also being respectful here. Let's take a look on the outside here. Ryan going on the outside line. Fazley just is going to have a better of a drive going out of the corner. Cameron doesn't even know what to do here, but Ryan's going to take this inside line going onto the front straight here. Fazley is going to lose his position. There's not a lot he can do, but is he going to still be able to defend from Riley behind? Riley's just going to have that bit of a better drive.
Side.
Man, yeah, they're still side by side. On board with Riley here in the Ferrari.
Ryan Yee's got the inside for this next complex. I think that's going to give it to him, and it does.
Fazley gets loose in that corner. He's going to lose a bunch of positions.
3
because
spots
of that.
right off the bat. 4 spots.
Yep.
One move, 4 spots. Crazy.
Well, when you have that big of a queue of drivers behind, just one little mistake like that is going to cost you, as Fazley dives right in for the pits.
Peter O'Brien as well.
Now Ryan's got some ground to make up. He wants that position back with Spangler, Alvarado, and Diego. Excuse me.
Yep, and that'll be the delta to watch right now is 9 seconds back from Spangler. So let's see what he can do.
Stan and Good, Diaz, Sparks, Smith, Nordstrom, Griffith, Walker, all into the pits. B. Walker and R. Walker. Fazley, unfortunately, is coming out into some traffic here. He's sitting behind Bray and Sam. Both of these conglomerate mates. So they're going to be doing some working together to make sure that Fazley stays behind.
Do we have any requests from chat to show anybody?
We haven't had any. Just,
Come on, everybody.
People
Anybody got
agreeing with
fans?
us that the Faz-E battle was pretty entertaining.
Of course.
I didn't catch that when I read that. Looks like Jeffrey's diving in for the pits. Oh, it's
Greg
Grant
Cleansing.
My apologies. Jeffrey's also diving into the pits. Nixon for the pits. And Travis Robinson.
Well, we're already seeing some blue flags. It's Chris Brown holding up Gareth Sykes. Oh, and Dan Good. He's got a drive-through. What'd he pick that up for? Oh, probably that kind of driving. Did we just catch him nearly driving in the wall? We got stop-go 30s for Griffith and Walker.
That sounds like speeding in the pit lane.
Yep. Safety
With
first.
that, yep. With that board set so far back into the pit lane entry, it's kind of hard to time.
Yeah, you got to practice it.
Definitely. And these pit stops here are crucial because you lose a significant amount of time with that pit exit. Max Diggs says, let's see what Alvarado is up to.
Very true. Alvarado
Leading.
hanging out in first place. Yep. Diego heading in for the pits. Just coming out now.
Ryan Yee is slowly gaining on the leader, though. Lapping a 10th faster, and looking at the best laps, is 2/10 faster.
Diego is going to come out in 13th position. And instantly going to throw blue flags for Nate Specht.
How many of these pink and blue Pillars racing cars do we have on this track? Look at
Too
it.
many.
There used to be only 2, and now it's expanding. Maybe we need to stop it before
And
it
now
spreads.
we've got at least 2 teams.
Yep. They've doubled.
Looking over the data, I'm seeing about 40 to 50 seconds in lost time for a short pit stop here. And seeing that Diego is the front-running driver who has pitted so far, he could take the lead.
As long as he doesn't get caught up in traffic here. Already had to throw blue flags for somebody, but Nate got out of the way nice and smooth like. Matt Schwartz heading into the pits. This Duran and Riley battle is still ongoing. You would think one of them would balk here, head in for the pits, stop slowing each other down. Duran.
Nobody blinking?
Nope, still not yet. A couple more minutes left of the pit window though, so we will see who goes in first.
Sparks and Menning side by side now. Oh, and they touch! And they straighten out. That was close. Yeah, that could have been worse. Could have been way worse.
Lee, the man of the day, has found himself in 18th position at the moment. Hopefully he'll be able to make up some time. He was stuck behind some traffic before. Actually, he's losing a little bit of time to San and Bray. So we will see. He's not putting in his best laps at the moment, but hopefully he can warm back up. Duran will blink first, heading into the pits.
Oh,
Jordan
Nixon nearly gets loose, nearly gets airborne, in fact. And he's lucky only to lose a spot to Travis Robinson.
I've gotten airborne off those curbs a few times, and thank the heavens I do not have a motion ring.
No kidding. That's got to be my top 3 feared sausages.
What are your other 2?
I know one is coming to mind, and I can't remember the track. I can just see the corner, and I'm sure there's another. It was just a ballpark estimate.
Imola chicane and the entirety of Coda. Every inside
It
corner
is an
at
Imola
Coda.
chicane. It is an Imola chicane that's on my top 3 that I'm thinking about.
Lindsing having to concede the position to Travis Nordstrom here. Was just right on his butt for the majority of that lap.
Yeah, I agree with you, Paule, but for me, it's not Imola, it's Silverstone.
Yes, Silverstone. I jumped a car at Silverstone.
You did not.
In their practice race, I did. It was a Bentley. I was in a McLaren.
You're telling me that you got your car airborne and over another car?
Yep.
With wheels down?
I did. Yeah, his wheels were down. My wheels were obviously up. Yeah, completely cleared a Bentley. I got some sick screenshots.
Do it for
Somewhere
the
on
gram.
my hard drive. DM me and I'll show them to you. I forget who that was, but it was during the practice race.
I will say that stuff's funny to see in video games, but when I saw the F2 crash where the similar thing happened, that was kind of scary.
Oh, yes.
It's the slow parade out of the pit stop begins looking like ants on a log.
It is so long. It's so annoying.
Very.
What was that most recent crash at the Bathurst 24? The guy lost his brakes at the end of the long straight at Bathurst, straight into a wall. That was a scary one.
Michael Manning
I
has a
haven't seen the
drive-through.
video of that. Oh no. No.
That's going to ruin what would have been an okay race for Manning.
F's in the chat for Manning.
Spangler
Yeah.
coming into the pits. Same for
Ooh,
Alvarado.
Riley.
Time to see
Yee.
how this shakes up. What's he going to do? He is
He's
well.
in the
Yep,
pits.
it's
Riley's in
time.
the
Everybody's
pits.
got to. It's 10 seconds left.
Yep.
Is Patrick Russ going to make it? Oh,
Ryan,
no.
he
Patrick.
bounced off the walls a little bit. I wonder if he's made sure to turn damage off.
Oh,
no.
Patrick.
Patrick Rust has officially missed his pit stop.
Oh, gee.
I'm sorry,
How does
buddy.
this happen?
The GTR was on an absolute tear tonight. And unfortunately, that's going to end his race. I mean, he can
And Nicholas Alvarado exits the pit lane right into the path of Diego, and they bang doors, and it looks like Diego's going super deep to let him through. Maybe sportsmanship. So eventually, yes, lift.
I
What is
don't
going
think
on
he
here?
went deep intentionally, but like I don't know. I don't think it's worth going back at it. But from when he came out, it looked like he respected the fact that Alvarado had to take that line out of the pits as he's trying to take the position back immediately.
It nicks up his inside. He's like, "All right, gloves off, let's fight."
But yeah, I think that was just unfortunate circumstance, trying to leave him room and being so loaded up on the outside. As Alvarado makes the beautiful switch back to take the position going onto the straight, it's going to be a matter of if he can hold it by the time they get to the end. He can't afford to lose time with this fight.
And Diego is all over him. Keeps lurching back and forward. These cars are strong at different spots.
Those
So
BMW brakes.
with the pit window over, we see some interesting shakeups here. Fazley lost a whole lot of time sitting behind traffic and is still sitting in that same traffic in 12th. And also, Ryan Yee losing a couple positions over the pit window, back down to 7th.
Overall, he has only lost 3 seconds to Spangler, even though there's been some cars sorted in between. That could be the difference of position, though, because like we've seen throughout this, even though the packs have been close, when they get close, it's hard to make that overtaking move. At least one that sticks.
Yeah, it's so easy, this track. If somebody sends it up your inside or any way they get around you, it's really common around here that the next corner, you're going to be able to strike right back at them. We saw that a bunch in Stint 1. We got a drive-through for Danny Durant's. But we saw that a bunch in Stint 1. People trading spots and then swapping right back 10 seconds later.
That is a big rip for Mr. Durant's.
Nick Saban got past Fasley there.
Hadn't had much camera time on Durant's, but I saw he was in a big mix, a bunch of battles, and he was doing really well. So it'll be interesting to see where he winds up after this.
Yeah, another driver who's had some very unfortunate luck and very capable abilities. But looking at the chat, going back to that little sausage curb conversation, Big Guppy with some great points. Cheetah and the Zolder chicane.
I don't even think about Zolder, okay?
Zolder's a good track.
Zolder's fun.
No.
I like Zolder. And Cheetah's not so bad once you practice it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It isn't so bad.
It's just a hard corner. It
just punishes greed.
The
That's
sausage
it.
is still
Like,
terrifying.
you just take it
Yes.
the same way every time. You don't think, you know what, this is the day that I get an extra 10th here. No. Just do what you do every time. It's fine. Cheetah's fine. You can even, we've seen it before. People go side by side to there too and live. Just got practice.
Just gotta tip it in ginger, careful, and you're good to go.
It's really well played, Jess. It punishes greed.
I think all curbs on the inside of corners should be banned. Don't like it.
I don't know, man. Those inside curbs, sometimes pretty useful for getting rotation.
I don't think he means the curb, the ridge
sausage
ones.
curbs.
He means the sausages.
Yes.
Well, then don't cut the corner, and they don't have to put a deterrent there, Paul.
Right? That's what I'm laughing
Look,
at. Like, he just wants no rules. He doesn't want consequences.
Hold on, Paul.
I want
Just-
everything to
just
be
for
Watkins
you.
Glen style, okay? Or
No.
or
Just for
Summit
you,
Speedway.
we'll get rid of all the inside sausage curbs, but from now on, we're racing at Monaco.
Oh my god.
You get walls instead.
All right, we gotta
Monaco-
get somebody on mapping that track.
All right, guys, put in AC, regular AC.
Yeah, request a ticket.
Yeah, we'll put it in
ACC.
AC, and we'll make it the last round of the IMSA Championship. We'll do an hour race there.
Monza. but-
Imagine seeing an LMP2 trying to drive that track.
Monza, but just the straightaways, just drag strip.
Old Monza.
Old Monza, yes. I don't know why they don't race there anymore.
Safety.
Well, that's dumb. We don't need safety. This is sim racing. Come on, guys.
You
Right?
bet your sweet Bippy they'd be trying to go 4 wide through the embankment. This ain't NASCAR. They don't got that kind of safety there.
Could be.
It could be, but that'd be a lot of money for them to spend.
Mercer has found the bumper of rust.
And it looks like he's soon gonna wave out the window as he drives on past. Up the inside. Looks like it's gonna invite Sparks into the mix too.
Maybe.
Showing his interest.
I've been keeping my eye on this little battle that's starting to develop here. This pack that's developing, at least, with Nixon, Kim, Smith, and Sykes. Nice little 4-car train that's going on.
By the way, dear viewers, I've tweaked even some more video settings, and I hope the stream is looking even better than ever. Please let me know how it looks. And if there's any other technical things that could be improved.
Yeah, Colin in the chat witnessed the jump. So it's I ain't lying to you guys. He was right there. He was right behind me, actually.
Look at these cars spitting fire. That's beautiful.
I love that, man. Fridian asks if you're using a reshade.
I am not, no. Just DLSS with sharpening. And really, really cranked settings. Not quite ultra all the way, but mostly. Nordstrom trying to get around Sparks, not finding a line.
Just curious, do you use the same settings when you race, or do you have a separate preset for broadcasting?
I used to have separate ones, but lately I've been lazy and just racing with the broadcast one, and I get plenty of frames, so... I could probably optimize it, but I really do like it being really, really pretty.
It's gotta look pretty.
I use a separate preset, but it's not like it really matters. The picture-in-picture is choppy anyway, because Discord.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Most of the detail comes through, though, so it looks pretty good.
And we have a little scrap going on here. Evan Kim and this BMW getting real close, and Sykes real close behind Evan Kim as well. That BMW got a little squirrely, lost a little bit there.
And he sends it.
Sykes,
Comes to a complete
diving up the
stop,
inside.
trying not to run right into Evan.
Yeah.
Very
nice
well
of him.
kept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have had nowhere to go, and aimed where the car wasn't, and then stepped on the brakes.
NF Cider bringing up a really good point. The leaders are 4/10 apart.
Yeah, Diego's been right on Alvarado's tail this whole time, but nothing's happened yet, so I've been trying to keep it on where the recent passes have been. Like Sparks on Rust right now.
I've been watching the action with you guys as well. I thought they spread out.
I'll keep it as a Diego can in the picture-in-picture. His onboard here.
Yeah, we definitely need to keep an eye on that.
And speaking of very fast boys, Ryan Yee, 2/10 off the back of O'Brien. Quig, side by side with someone here. With
Linsing.
Yep. Quig's going to take that position.
Quig's taking names in that Nissan.
He's just out here to prove to everyone, don't count that Nissan out. Wait, hold up. I missed something here while I was looking at the thing.
Oh, Diego
my goodness.
gets around
Diego
Nick.
gets around. I'm going to rewind here in the
catch replay.
picture-in-picture. He takes him on the inside here. Yep. Nice clean pass.
And
Just gets a good run
now
down
he
the
gets
hairpin.
just now he gets the move done. Comes across Diego. Or Diego comes across Nick.
It's not going to let it go easy, though. Looking left, looking right. Trying to figure out where he can take this right back while he still has the momentum.
Diego's going to do everything he can to make that BMW as wide as possible.
And he's doing
After
that
the season
right now.
he went through last
Oh,
season.
Nick's got the run.
Oh.
He's got the overlap.
He's got the inside. He's going to get that nice slingshot off the corner. He's going to take that position right back.
And he gives Diego
Little
just enough
kiss
room.
on the exit.
Excellent racecraft going on right here.
Diego is swerving left, swerving right, trying to figure out a way in. That Honda's keeping himself real wide, too.
They come together. Nick broke when Diego clearly wasn't expecting it.
I think that may have just been some bad reaction from Diego.
Yeah, it
that was
happens.
definitely the breaking point.
And you can see here this intense battling has allowed Spangler to catch right back up. Only 4/10 off of this pack here.
Yeah, Spangler
Now 3/10.
killing it. Like I said at the start. Well, I think I was muted. Everybody didn't hear me then, but I was saying just Spangler was killing it. And here he is, silent wonder, clawing his way up. making up for Ryan.
Now Diego's got a lot more to worry about. He's got to watch behind and in front. Ryan Yee still stuck behind O'Brien back there. Both Alvarado and Diego put in 35s, mid 35s there, while Spangler put in a 34-1.
Diego tries to put up the
lose.
inside. And we are now nose to tail.
This is not where Diego wants to be.
No, not at all. Any one of 3 potential mistakes from any one of 3 cars could kill anybody right here.
The only benefit he may have is that he's already seen the moves and he knows where the NSX can beat him.
Oh, Peter O'Brien and Yee have swapped places. Yee got a spot and then O'Brien took it back. Oh, sorry, I'm showing the same thing you are.
Wing cam?
Yeah.
Only I can do wing cam, okay?
Perspective so nice we show it twice.
Nixon and Jeffries swapping. This is a big train fighting all behind Great Cleansing. We'll go show that off while you got the wing cam. Michael Jeffries coming off a loser there, losing 3 spots from this fight. Looking in front of Kim.
Yee's still itching to get by O'Brien now with 10th between the two. Yee gets past. And Yee's going to keep it 3/10 up.
Michael Menning going into the pits. Not sure what for. Well, we got 10 minutes left. This time has flown by.
Alvarado and Diego are side by side. Alvarado's going to have this inside line, but if Diego can hold it, not quite. Now Spangler is caught right back up. He's looking left, looking right, seeing where he can place that car. Ooh, contact between the two up front here. Spangler's going to take big advantage of that and go right ahead.
I'll catch
Diego
replay right now.
just caught a little bit of that bumper there, and well, not much you can do.
And it all comes unraveled in one corner. Spangler just reaps the rewards of silently sitting behind.
He probably can't
I
even
don't know
believe
how
it right now.
silent that was. He was really fighting for that, but yeah. And they have a blue flag in between them. Near and dear to my heart, Nate Specht.
The one, the only, the legend, Nate Specht. Driver who's, again, another guy just stricken with bad luck.
Absolutely horrible luck this race. I mean, right off the hop, instantly down to 32nd.
Unfortunately, we can't get no incidents, so kind of gotta say somebody's gotta be involved, but a man can dream.
That's not true. We don't have
Nate
that
Specht
incidents.
does not pick the world's best time to let Alvarado by.
Oh,
just straight
no.
up blocks Diego there.
Quinn Smith
He's
and
just
Trav Robinson
ditching
into
off
the wall.
track.
And Quinn gathers it together, but let me catch the replay. So it looks like he
Man.
tries to close the door on the Porsche who's there, and the Porsche responds by shoving them wide. And they both get a healthy thwack.
Part of me wonders if that's closing the door or just a little bit of that netcode-esque contact in the... Oh!
What is happening?
And I do not know, but that's definitely going to be an issue.
That one had to hurt. Look at Trav's hood.
That,
Look at his car.
I think I'm gonna go on the stretch and say that looked very deliberate.
Yeah, he just came to a total stop for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will be taking a look at that later. But it is absolute chaos in the midfield right now. Everyone from P22 to P30 has been trading spots in the past.
Well, Riley and
couple
Duran
moments.
just traded places here for 4th place. Nate Specht still sitting back there, hanging up with these boys.
Michael Jeffries and Durant side by side the last 2 or 3 corners. The Lambos of Cleansing and Jeffries, teammates, all caught up in the mix of all these Porsches. And one at Porsche. An Aston Honda. They're getting swallowed up by the grid. And they both just lost a spot now. Yeah, they're sinking in this train.
NF bringing up a classic meme, pit lane closed.
That's what it was for about 3 seconds.
Insurance scam break check. But yeah, like just said, we'll let the stewards have a look at it. We'll let all parties have their say on what happened. But it didn't look too pleasant from our view. Spangler holding on to 5 seconds. I don't think, unless he makes an error, I don't think Alvarado's going to be able to catch up with the damage associated from that accident.
Yeah, that's a tall order.
Especially with it all being rear end now.
And Alvarado's putting in just slightly slower laps than Spangler here. Diego, though, is on a bit of a tear. 33.7 is his last lap. That is the fastest last lap.
Durant is up the inside of Cleansing. And if he keeps it pinned, no, he's not gonna.
Smart move to back out.
If he had kept some overlap in Sector 3, it would have been possible, but ballsy.
Specht went into the pits.
Oh, and he's
must have
sending it.
gotten a pit lane.
Little touch,
Up the inside.
and it does work out for him. Now Cleansing
Sykes
is...
says, "You open the door, I'm coming through too."
Yes, thank you, sir.
I was going to point out the Lamborghini sandwich, but I'm just looking at 13 through 17, that collection of Porsches right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's kind of funny.
Two of them missing liveries. Matt, Victor, hello, hello, hello. You've had 2 weeks to fix this. Hello.
Hello?
I'll get on him. I'll get on him. Diego, like I said, is on a tear. 33.9 is his last lap. Has made up that gap quite a bit. Now 6/10 off of the back of Alvarado here. I think he's looking to get back that second position. Very feasible. 3 or 4 minutes left of the race here. And Ryan Yee has also been trying to make up the time lost from being behind O'Brien there. 6/10 off of the back of Duran, looking at 5th place. And now Diego has really gotten it close to Alvarado here. 3/10 between the two. I'm on Diego's onboard in the picture-in-picture. He goes a little wide here. Did not want a repeat of the last accident in that exact same corner there. Some flashbacks went into his mind. Said, maybe not the best idea. Alvarado seems to be just a touch slow through there.
Riley, Duran, and Yee getting around a blue flag, who was very unfortunately right on the apex for Yee.
Michael Menning comes in and sets the fastest lap of the race in 31st with 32.9.
You don't see that every day.
That's
Interesting.
very interesting. He says, I'm not going out without a bang here.
Yeah, he just wants to let everybody know he was in fact robbed. And Dominic Duran going into the pits for a drive-through.
Oh, very
What?
brutal. And that is going to put, where'd he go? Yeah, Ryan Gee back up to 5th place here. Kind of where he wants to be. And where did our man of the hour go? There's Fazley. Fazley is sitting in 10th. Not a bad spot to be. 6/10 off the back of Nick San. He's been behind since the pit window.
A driver
coming out in 15th.
driver we haven't seen tonight, and is normally a big talking point, Mr. Sir.
Oh, very
Not-
true.
I believe he didn't show up to the race at
Yeah, I
all,
haven't seen his
suffering
name.
some technical issues. But
That's a shame.
hopefully they don't stretch on and he can make it back next week, because he would be an interesting addition to that top end fight tonight. Actually, I say that, but I'm not sure. Does he compete in the top half of Division 1? I know he was an absolute menace in Division 2.
I believe he does. Or at least he's gonna, ruin a couple mid-packs days.
You know who else is not here? Our Armamentario team people, Alexander Shinov and Alexei Kopstov. Where are they?
Very true.
I'm not sure if they had good times on the leaderboard either. Y'all know?
I
am not
did
sure.
not check the D1 leaderboard for this beforehand. Like I said, guys, D1 stream team, we're winging it this week.
I mean, we had your internet crash right before we went live.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. Sorry.
Yeah,
Doug ditched us.
I'm just happy we're able to bring you a stream tonight. I've had a lot of the D4 viewers come over here as their stream didn't get back up and running.
They
Lots of
they
technical
couldn't fix it at all?
difficulties tonight.
Damn.
No, but it seems like they're doing one of those record and re-upload strategies.
That
so
works.
At least they're going to be able to get a race going.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, usual D4 viewers, I hope you're enjoying the show.
Yeah, there's plenty of show to go around. But Diego's got, what, a couple corners left here to make this move?
Send it. Send it.
Do it.
I want to see a show. Couple battles still left on track here as well. Fazli Majid. And Diego's not going to be able to make it happen. So our race winner is Jeff Spangler. Congratulations. And the number 888 Honda. We'll see some burnouts. Our second place is Alvarado. Third place is Diego Fimbres Casas. Our first place for the silver division is James Riley. Second place is O'Brien. And third place is Jeromo. If we could try to...
That's a shame, Fazli falling all the way to 6th in the silver class, but 10th overall. Nick San hitting that assumed top 10 position finish.
Oh, we got a last lap move. Jeffrey Bray going up the inside of Evan Kim and now sweeping around the outside. Get the move done. Now Evan Kim's sandwiched by Durant's. And that'll do it. That's two groups fighting to the line. What an exciting race.
Patrick Russ taking a stop go 30 or
That's for
oh
the
wait, no,
pit.
sorry, that's the penalty
Yep.
from his pit stop, but Jeffrey is
Tragic.
taking a penalty there at the end. It looked like he had a penalty as he came to the line.
Well, at least him and Cleansing, the Lambo brothers, got to finish side by side there.
Yep, showing them some love. It's good to have the Lambos on the grid. An attractive car.
All right.
Good.
Well,
Last one on track here.
why don't we start rounding up our division podium finishes?
I will try to get that going. Where's anything? People are just starting to filter in here, so we're gonna give it just a minute. Man, what a race! Not quite as many drive-throughs as I was expecting, but still a brutal amount that really affected a lot of people's race. So if you're watching and you're looking at next week, man, it's a really big thing. You could have a really good race, really good battles, and it all comes down to that couple times that you go off track there. It's not fun.
Yeah, we saw a couple otherwise potentially good finishes turned into crap, and potential champions sent right to the back of the grid. That's racing. Never knowing you're going to be the next one with the heartbreak.
Exactly. Can't take a race off. Can't take a lap off focus. Got to be on your game, but these things happen, and it puts more onus on next week's race at Brands Hatch.
So I found Diego. We're looking for Spangler here first.
Well, if we got
Hiding.
Diego, then we got Diego.
Come on now. Move.
Oh, my dessert now.
Move up. Why want to move
Right
me
click them.
up?
Move to.
Move to. Go into Twitch. Here we go. Hey, Diego. Man, you were having a fantastic race there. Really good battles. Always great to see that the lead is swapping positions up there. But we saw with Alvarado that little collision there, that tap from the bumper allowed Spangler to come around you guys and get the win. What were you feeling in that moment?
It got a little bit iffy there because Jeff faked that he was going on my inside, so I went and defended. So I couldn't really brake, so that's why I tapped Alvarado on the rear. So it was just, to be honest, it was just hard racing. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, it was an awesome show for all the viewers watching on Twitch today. Absolutely fantastic race from you guys. How are you feeling about the race as a whole?
I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, considering this is like sorta a weak track for the BMW, the fact that I qualified P2 and then I was fighting for the win and then I ended up P3. I mean, obviously I would have liked to win, but you know what? P3 in the big chungus, I'll take it. I'll take it. after the season I had last season, hey man, I'll take these. I ain't complaining.
Just gonna say it's great to see you back up here, Diego, after last
yeah.
season. Someone who deserves to be up in the booth and up at the top of the grid.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go too in depth because I think I I already bombarded SRA enough with the with the Audi slander, but nah, I'm feeling good about the BMW. I think I've really clicked with it. I mean, it's really surprising because I mean it's the biggest car in the grid, but somehow like at this track at Misano where it's really technical, I was throwing the thing in. I don't know how, but I was. It just stuck. It's so stable. I mean, I didn't really struggle with with oversteer. Like I knew exactly how the car was going to behave. I mean, it's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. I mean, completely the opposite to the Audi. I mean, the Audi was just, I'm not gonna touch that subject.
Yeah, well, it's good to hear that you finally found a car that you're comfortable with that isn't the Porsche. And hope to see you up here many more times this season. And congratulations on your third place.
All Alrighty, thank you very much. Hopefully it's we can keep this going, keep the big Chungus train going. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
All right. Thank you, Diego.
Really glad to
Alright,
hear it,
thank you
man.
for having me, guys.
See you
Have a
next
good
time.
night. Bye bye.
Have a good night.
And we got Jeff Spangler, our winner. Jeff, welcome up to the booth. Congratulations on your win. We saw you fighting all night long. You were sitting in third place for a while there, watching Alvarado and Diego go at it. I heard from Diego just a moment ago that threw him off a little bit there with a bit of a fake inside-outside going on, and that's when he tapped Alvarado, and you were able to get by. I mean, how are you feeling in that moment there?
Well, I was talking to Ryan, and I was like, man, I just can't make any headway. They were kind of, nipping at each other's heels here and there, but we were all running around the same time. And finally, Diego started fighting back, I think, and that's when they lost all that time. I caught him real fast.
Yeah, it was
I
rapid.
mean, I joked to the chat that I feel like I ran the same like 2 or 3 laps the entire race. Like I just, I think mid to high 35 33s with some low 34s, and everybody just kept kind of getting out of my way. I guess you could say. But yeah, I just kind of faked down a little bit to the inside there and made him think that I was going to go for it. I think he let off the brake and then tapped him, and then I was just there. Sometimes you just gotta be there and good things happen.
Yeah, I mean, a fantastic win from you, and definitely well deserved. I mean, you were scrapping pretty good all night. So, yeah. How are you feeling about the race as a whole? How was the car? How was the track?
Car felt really good. Honda for me, and I think other people might agree, it's not the greatest on full fuel. So if I can just get past that and not make any huge mistakes, the lower fuel gets, the better the car gets, I think, from me. So I was able to run pretty consistent laps the whole time. But it's not often that you get to win a race, and I'm very happy to have been able to say I won one here. This is by far the most competitive league I've competed in, and yeah, it feels good. Very happy.
Well, congratulations on your win, and don't celebrate too hard. You got work in the morning, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you up here a couple more times this season. I know you're fast, and I know you got the pace for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
See you next
Well
time.
done, Jeff.
That was Jeff Spangler, teammate with Ryan Yee on our current leaders, Madhouse Racing. Both of which SRA aliens.
We're also looking for Alvarado here. It seems like all the D1 folks are avoiding.
They're all very antisocial.
Yeah,
incredibly. They're all too
on
busy
here.
practicing.
It's too sweaty. So we're also looking for. And O'Brien.
Sorry, I cut out for a moment. Discord froze.
Ooh.
I only missed a sentence.
You see Riley? No, I don't. Okay, I'm bringing up Jeromo. Oh, Jeromo, congratulations for another silver. That was a P3.
Yeah, didn't think I was gonna get podium for silver in that one after the start.
Yeah, brutal start. We saw a lot of people that got taken out there, including Matt. I'm not sure what happened there, and also Nate Specht and a bunch of other really fast guys that we expected to do well. But I mean, you hung in there, and you were having really good battles all night.
Yeah. So Matt said that his screen started glitching out like after the first turn. So basically, turn 2, he was completely blind, and that's how we came together.
Oh no.
Like at first I thought we were 3 wide, so I was like, shit, why did I send it 3 wide? But looking at the replay, we're just us two. So I don't feel, as bad now, but still unfortunate for his and, just not having a good race. But yeah, I mean, after that I had pretty good battle with Vicini for a bit. Had to send it a couple times. I think it was Durant's. I sent a dummy and he gave me space, so I just took it. So that was nice. And then yeah, luckily I didn't spin the Porsche this time.
Yeah, I mean, great, great battles all night, and so you're coming off of a silver championship. How are you feeling about the season thus far? I mean, only 2 races in, but you seem to be performing well so far.
Yeah, this race was good. The opening race was not. But I
Okay.
mean, last season I didn't have a good opener, so we have the drop race. But I'm hoping after this race, or wait, no, this is only round 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, hopefully after the next round, I'll get bumped up to gold. So I might not really get any of these podiums again,
Oh man,
but that's what I'm hoping for, is to get up top.
may have to sandbag a little bit next race.
So I'm pushing for a SRA lane. I'm close, but see how that shakes out.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see you up there. And thank you for joining us for an interview here. And I guarantee we'll see you up here a couple more times this season.
Yeah, hopefully. Thanks, guys.
Take
Thank
it
you.
easy, man. Good luck next time.
Well, I think that is it for the interviews here tonight. I'd like to give a big shout out to our donors here at SRA, our title sponsors, Roby Toady, Daehee Yun, Joshua Arnold, Evan Kim, Paulie Hartman, Thomas Greer, Dominic Duran, Zach Sky, Tyler James, Jacob Wolfman, Fazli Majid, Kyle McGinnis, Ramon Lorenzo, Stephanie Fisher, and Matt Morrison. Also, big shout out to our SRA sponsors, Philip Menzies, Michael Jeffries, Coadromo, Nate Bright, Justin Rowley. And for some reason, Discord won't show me the other 2 names, but thank you guys for your support. I'd also like to give another shout out to our affiliates here at SRA. We have Armamentario Software. They make a redesigned HUD for SRA as well as the entirety of ACC. So if you guys want to upgrade your HUD game here, make sure to go check them out. Also, Track Racer sim rigs. They make some really fantastic sim rigs, aluminum profile stuff. I mean, just top-notch quality. If you guys really want to step up your sim rig game, make sure to go and check them out. Also, big shout out to Go Setups. Go Setups, the official setup sponsor of SRA. Man, they do a fantastic job with pretty much every car and every track. They provide esports level setups that a lot of the fastest drivers in SRA use to get those awesome times. So if you want to step up your setup game, make sure to check out Go Setups. I highly recommend them. I use them myself, and like I said before, if you're using Go Setups and you're still slow, that's definitely a skill issue because these things are legit. I'd also like to give a shout out to Documize and Retro Saga. Thank you guys for your support. And I think that's about it for the stream here tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to race 2 of season 6 here at Misano. Very good race here. And also be sure to go and check out the streams tomorrow. The D2 stream will be here on Twitch, and the D3 stream will be on YouTube. And we also have our D4, 5, and 6 streams will be uploaded to YouTube, as well as the backlog of all the streams here on Twitch will be on YouTube as well. So if you want to watch your performance,
You're
or
writing checks I can't cash.
yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, no promises, guys. Okay. This is up to Jess here. But if you want to watch yourself back, go look on YouTube or go look at the replays here on Twitch, and be sure to show your friends, family, and say, "Hey, Mom, I was in 31st place." But thank you guys for real for joining, and thank you for your support. And good night.